Like a dummy, I forgot to record the full face when I was done, so sorry about that. I'm going to go straight into my face and I'm going to use this japonesque primer. It makes your face feel really velvety. For foundation, I'm going to mix this Frankie Rose Cosmetics foundation with this Motives Ageless foundation. And I'm just going to dot it all over my face, and then I'm going to blend that out with, this is a japonesque brush. It's supposed to be, I believe it said for foundation, powder foundation, but I actually like it for liquid. It's just like a round duo fiber stippling brush. And then to bring some life back into my face and warmth, I'm going to take this Motive Sculpting palette and I'm going to use mix the two darker colors at the end. And I'm just going to apply that with a Makeup Addiction Cosmetics brush, and I'm just going to apply that to my forehead and then anywhere I would contour really, my forehead and then my cheekbones and then down the sides of my nose. These palettes are really good, they're really creamy and they blend really well. I don't know why I don't use them more. And then just to blend that out, I'm going to use that same foundation brush that I used. And it just helps it blend out a little bit more evenly because it also still has some foundation left on the brush, so it just really helps it blend better, and it's a lot faster since it's a big brush. And to blend out my nose, I'm going to use a Sigma E25 blending brush. For under my eyes, I'm going to take a Tarte CC color corrector and apply that first only where I need it, and then blend that out with a Sigma E40 blending brush. And then just because I want that extra highlight, I'm going to take this Naked Concealer by Urban Decay and I'm going to apply that just to the center of my nose and then my forehead and a little bit on my cheek, since this color is super light. And then I'm going to blend that out with a Real Techniques blending sponge. And then switch again to my E40 brush by Sigma because I really love this brush to blend things out. For concealer, I'm going to take the Tarte Creaseless Concealer, and I believe I'm in the shade Light. And I'm just going to apply that under my eyes and just around my nose because I tend to get a little red right there. And I'm going to blend that out with, of course, my Sigma E40 blending brush. And to set that, because this concealer does need to be set, I'm going to use just very lightly some of the manna kadar. I believe it's a foundation powder. And because I want to go a little hard with my highlight, I'm going to use a liquid highlight before I apply any powder to my face. And I'm going to use this Sigma, I'm not sure the name of it, but it's the new liquid highlighter that came out in a set. And then I'm just going to blend that out with my regular highlighter brush. And I believe this is a Makeup Forever brush. And then I'm going to take this new Makeup Addiction Cosmetics Burning Love palette. I am so in love with this palette. I'm so surprised that it's so good. The colors are just perfect. They are super pigmented. They blend really well. There's not a lot of fallout. So I'm going to take this dark brown shade and I'm going to apply that into my crease. And I'm just going to go in windshield wiper motions. It doesn't have to be perfect right now. It's going to look a little bit messy. And then I'm going to take this rich brown color and I'm going to apply that just over where I blended that shadow out. I'm going to go in very lightly with this color, hardly anything on my brush because this color is super pigmented. Then I'm going to take that same dark brown color and run it along my lower lash line, and then I'm going to blend that out with that same rich brown color that I used on top. And these colors, these two browns, are just to die for. And then just to do a little bit of cleanup, I'm going to take Sigma's Persuade eyeshadow base and just apply that to my eyelid. Just don't want to do a super sharp cut crease, so I'm just going to do it very lightly. Next, for my lid color, I'm going to take the lighter shimmery color and I'm going to kind of mix it with the pink shimmery color because the pink is just a little bit too intense. And then I'm going to apply that with a flat brush all over my eyelid. And then I'm going to really pack on that inner corner highlight, and I'm using MAC's Nylon Shadow. And then for my waterline, I'm using Tarte's Clay Pot Liner in black. I'm just going to add a little bit more warmth to my face, and I'm going to use MAC's Gimme Sun Bronzer, and this is a Motives, I believe it's a blush brush, I'm not sure. And then I'm going to take Anastasia's Starlight Highlighter and just basically apply that over where I applied the Sigma liquid highlighter. For blush, I'm trying this new one by Japonesque. It is in the shade number 3, and I'm going to apply that just very lightly on my cheekbones with my Sigma. I don't know the number of this brush, but it's like a round duo fiber brush. This blush is really pigmented, and it's a really pretty color too. For lips, I'm using Anastasia's the new, I believe they're limited edition for the holidays, I'm not sure, but one is in catnip, and it's a little bit darker than soft lilac, which I applied in the center only.